I first met Kira Zaitsava when she was part of a group mentoring program through Moonshot Pirates. That organization is based in Austria, and they connect adults from a wide variety of locations with high school and early college age men and women from more than 120 countries around the world. As I got to know and mentor Kira, I learned that she wanted to come to the United States for college. She's from Belarus, a country about the size of Nebraska, located in northern Europe near Poland and Ukraine. Over the months, we met via Zoom. I got to know her and her family and eventually said I'd be her American grandfather if she was accepted to a college in the United States. Well, in 2024, Kira showed up in DeLand, Florida to a reception by Harlow Hyde, a friend of mine through Rotary and some of his Rotary friends. But that's a whole story in itself. Throughout her freshman year at Stetson University in DeLand, Kira and I connected each week, and I did what I could to encourage and help her. Harlow became her adopted uncle. Well, flash forward to the fall of 2025, Kira was back in DeLand as a sophomore at Stetson. I learned that she would be addressing Harlow's Rotary Club, so I arranged to fly to Florida and finally meet her. Such a special opportunity to connect with this young woman, tour the campus, and hear her talk. I recorded some parts of the presentation and include them in this video. As she began her talk, one of the first points she made was how happy and welcoming people in the United States seem to be. She talked about how people smiled at her even just walking down the street.
But the first shock I got was smiles. In Belarus, if a stranger smiles at you, you immediately think, do I know them? Is there anything strange going around? Here, people smile everywhere. In the grocery store, in the bus stop, even just in the street. By day 3, I was smiling back at strangers without even thinking about it. It felt like a completely brand new habit for me. And there were a lot of moments like this. So the old made me think about where I come from and why all these little moments felt so huge.
She even mentioned that one of her professors said to call him John, an informality that she was not accustomed to.
Here, in the first week of classes, the professor came and said, "Hi, please call me John." I froze. In my country, it's almost rude to call someone by their first name if you don't know the person, so I avoided calling him by the first name for several weeks. Only then realizing that probably here respect isn't shown through language, but more through tone and the way you treat each other. But I still have a lot of troubles with the level of formality to use.
During her presentation, Kira talked about her home country of Belarus, a beautiful part of Europe with large forests and fertile soil, making agriculture very important. She described the country as having so many trees that they served as the lungs of Europe. Well, as a freshman at Stetson, Kira had several opportunities to travel to places including Chicago, Dallas, and New York City. While in New York, she talked about searching for a subway entrance in New York when a woman came up and offered to help.
Help? Now, don't understand me wrong. Belarusians are also very helpful and understanding, but in big cities, we usually wait to be approached before going first. It's not in our culture to ask something unless it's something urgent. But this person not only showed me the way, she walked part of it with me, explained the stops, and even pointed out her favorite coffee shop nearby.
Since I said I'd be Kira's American grandfather, I felt it appropriate to meet her family so they could get to know me and I could get to know them. We met via Zoom and have exchanged emails from time to time. It's hard for me to imagine what it must be like for Kira to be here in the United States, so far from her parents. She talked about that during her presentation.
Another challenge for me was distance from home. You start building a new life here, but life back home continues without you. Weddings, holidays, even family crises. They all happen, but you are not there. You celebrate through a screen, you comfort through a call, but you cannot truly be present. And the absence weighs so much on many of us that it's even hard to explain. Everyone there has already moved on, but here, you are still no one.
During my brief visit to the Stetson University campus, Kira gave me a tour. She shared stories about various classes and projects, and she talked about some of the activities that she's been involved with during her time in the United States. One comment she made several times was how much she appreciated all of the activities, the campus life, and friends she's made at college. Higher education in Belarus is primarily just attending classes in buildings with very little campus to enjoy, and certainly no activities to help you develop the important interpersonal skills and capabilities so common in the United States. This young lady and her parents have become very special to me. I owe a debt of gratitude to the Moonshot Pirates program that initially brought us together, to the Rotarians in DeLand who have welcomed her, and to Stetson University for giving Kira an opportunity for a college experience in the United States.